PWCC is a great way to sell your sports cards. If you're looking for a way to support the Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel, consider using the promo code CAJUN, all caps, C-A-J-U-N, when you're selling your cards on the PWCC marketplace.
Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard, coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. This is the most excited I've been in a very, very long time to do one of these PWCC weekly auction recaps. We're going to recap auction number 115, but we're doing it with a twist. I've got to do it in 2 episodes. There's too many cards in the top 100 to put it into 1 episode. It would take forever. So I am literally doing 2 parts. This is the first part. This is going to be about the first 50 cards, something like that. We're going to look up a ton of cards in Card Ladder because for 2 years I've been saying, I can't wait till cards start going up. I can't wait till cards start going up. I can't wait till cards start going up. This is going to be so much more fun. Well, guess what? Cards are going up. This is not just a blip. This is definitely an established trend. I am a positivity pumper by nature, but damn it, I've got the numbers to back it up. You guys tell me what you think. I'm pulling up a bunch of cards. I can't look at every single card, but I'm pulling up a bunch of cards that have easily trackable data in Card Ladder sales history and or the Card Ladder database itself. And I think things are starting to shift and momentum is starting to swing, and we're seeing some cards go up and to the right. Stay tuned till the end of this video. This is going to get you through about the first 50 cards, including a big banger card that I won that I'm super excited about. I got crushed on everything else, but I did really well on one of these cards. This is PWCC weekly auction, and this is not an April Fool's joke. This is an actual video, and it is going to be 2 parts. This is part 1, so it's going to be about cards 100 through 50, something like that. So we're going to start all the way down at the bottom, and we're going to go through this stuff together as we always do. Stay tuned. I'm going to release the next part 2, which is the top 50 cards, I guess, coming right after. So we're going to go quick here, guys. We're going to go really, really quick. Dual patch, Kobe, Lebron, serial numbered to only 10. That's a BGS 9.5, 2,760. It's saying something when card number 98 on the list is $2,760. That should give you some indication that card prices are ticking up a little bit. The gold script Kobe PSA 10 does $2,760, and then a Tim Duncan refractor rookie card BGS 9.5 mixed gem does $2,760. We got a Kobe platinum medallion does $2,880 from 1997, and then an exceptionally quality PSA 6.5 Lou Alcindor, also known as the captain, also known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, does $2,880. This one had an S sticker from PWCC, a PWCC Eye Appeal sticker, putting it in the top 5% of cards, $2,880 for that Kareem. And then the much maligned gold standard product, a 2018 Luka Doncic rookie prime, serial number to 25, patch auto, horizontal, PSA 9, pop 2, that's $3,000. And then the first card we're going to look up is this banger right here. It's the 1998 Upper Deck Black Diamond Triple. This Jordan is serial number to 1500. I wasn't real familiar with this, and I got a little bit more familiar as I went through this cross-country collection. There's triple diamond, double diamond, single diamond, etc., etc. The triple serial number to 1500. This is a PSA 10. There's foil everywhere on these little guys. This one does $3,000, and that it just happens to be, by far, not even close, without any hesitation, the most any triple diamond has ever sold for in the history of the sports card hobby on a public platform. The higher before that was 2040. That is the only card that ever touched 2000. Guess what? That was also last night. So 2040, 3000 last night. Guess what? The next highest last night. Guess what? The highest before that was 1860. So before last night, the highest any Michael Jordan triple diamond card had ever sold for was 1,860. Well, last night we had a 1980, a 2000, and then a 3000 sale. So that to me means PSA 10s are still running crazy hot, and even I'm going to call these obscure because I don't think most Michael Jordan collectors are out there hunting, trying to track down PSA 10 triple diamonds. They're just not. And so incredible results for that card right there, as you can see, guys. Just not many of those out there. It's a pop 2 and PSA 10. We're going to look up the hot numbers BGS 10. Here it is, flat as a fritter. Like I said, I don't just share with you all the cards that break records. I mean, that is fun to do, but like, I'm just gonna show you. This Hot Numbers BGS 10 is a pop 15, right? The PSA 10 is much more attainable. There's 229 of those, but I guess the question is, what do you think about the disparity? The PSA 10 pop 229 is a $1,900, about a $2,000 card. This BGS sold last night for $3,000, so about a 50% premium, and it's about as steady as it gets. That's over the last 2 years. There's 15 of them. It's sold 6 times over the last 2 years. I feel like the BGS 10 Ultra Super Mega Premium that used to exist is starting to come a little bit back to earth, although still a 50% premium over PSA 10 is still a pretty big number. But like when you look at the pop is like 15 compared to 229. So I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments what you think. We saw and again, in the second part of this PWCC weekly auction number 115 recap, you're going to see some of the greatest Dennis Rodman cards known to mankind and a bunch of absurd, crazy records broken. But in this episode, you're going to see a bunch of early star cards, and then we've also got some MJ star from 85 and 86, but you're going to see some star cards that did really big numbers as well. The first one you'll see is a PWCC A sticker, which is top 30%. 1986 Star Court Kings, PSA 9. That's a huge number. That is a huge grade for this card. Does $3,000 last night. Moving along, we got the best of the new, old. We got the best of the best. These cards have similar images. You got 4 total Kelly Tripucka ass cheeks right here in these 2 cards. As you can see, there's 2 cheeks here, there's 2 cheeks there. Lambeer is too far away to pummel and punish Michael Jordan as he was known to do back in the day. But these 2 cards both sell for right at $3,000. These are BGS 9.5 copies, big time grades on those. And then we'll go ahead and look this up. This is the Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, 1998 finest, mystery finest. This is just the base. This is not the refractor. Remember, there's a Jordan and Eddie Jones, and then there's a Jordan and Kobe. Which one would you rather have? I am thinking you would rather go with the Kobe. But that being said, this BGS 10 is a pop 3. This is a monster. I've got the refractor in a BGS 10, but I've got the base in a PSA 10. I think I've got this thing pulled up somewhere. No, I didn't pull that up. I think that sold for right about what we expected it to, so nothing crazy there. We've got the Techniques Atomic Refractor BGS 10. This card does $3,240. Again, when you put these atomic refractors in a BGS 10 slab, it just kind of takes it to a whole nother level as far as rarity and scarcity. Do you care? I know people really care about going from BGS 9.5 to PSA 10, and they really care about going from PSA 9 to PSA 10, and they pay a huge premium for that. Do you care when you jump from PSA 10 to BGS 10? Are you going and seeking those out to take your scarcity, your low pop to a whole nother level in BGS 10 slabs? How much is it worth? That's the question. Is it worth any premium? How much do you think that premium is to go from PSA 10 to BGS 10? Let me know in the comments what you think about that. And is that premium shrinking, or is that premium expanding, or is it just we don't know and I don't have enough data? That's probably what it is. But you guys can let me know in the comments how you feel about BGS 10 cards, just generally speaking. 1988 Fleer, Michael Jordan, PSA 10. This one finished right about on the number. Nothing to write home there. Not a low pop card. We got a Curry autograph, serial number to 10, 3360. We've got a purple Jason Tatum, PSA 10. Sort of a weird deal. This is, I would say, the opposite of a color match, like bright purple and then green. I like this pose on this card. It's an intimidating pose. It's kind of Jason Tatum. It's not really the fundamental triple threat that we were taught in grade school, but I guess when you're 6'9" and you can handle the ball and shoot the ball like he can, especially with a high release point, you can pretty much change your triple threat to whatever you want, even though that's incorrect. Anyway, 3360 for that Prism Purple. Here's the card. This is the card all time, right? We saw somebody back in smack dab in the middle of the Ultra bubbles buy this thing for $8,079. It's come nothing but down since then. 6,600, 6,300, 4,050, a brief jump to 4,300, 3,877, 3,360. I know they keep blowing fourth quarter leads, but I gotta believe it's not a terrible time to consider looking at buying Jason Tatum cards. And I raise my hand. I own none. I don't own a single Jason Tatum card to the best of my knowledge. Not one card. I don't own a single Jason Tatum card. So I have no dog in that hunt. But I gotta believe he's primed to make a push. The Nuggets look good. OKC looks good. The Celtics in the East look to be the team to beat. I don't think anybody can knock them off the pedestal. Historically speaking, and I know they've blown a bunch of weird fourth quarter leads, and apparently they can't beat the Hawks. But they've got one of the best regular seasons analytically in the history of NBA basketball. Triple auto, LeBron, Yao Ming, and Dwight Howard does 3360. That's serial number to 15 from SP Authentic Signatures. The Noise Boys Kobe BGS9 does 3360. Those are great cards. And 8.5, just a blue collar grade in a blue collar slab for one of the easiest to attain serial numbered Michael Jordan inserts from the 90s. Of course, this is a card you will definitely see in the Michael Jordan hierarchy. Go find it. If you don't know what that Michael Jordan hierarchy is, go check out the playlist, Cajun Cardboard's Michael Jordan Hierarchy. Posters are still available. All you got to do is message me on Instagram and get collecting and start buying into the Michael Jordan market like apparently everybody has. We're going to look up a lot of Jordan cards in this first episode of the PWCC Weekly 115 auction recap. 3360 for this 8.5. That's a lot of dough for an 8.5 grade right there. Speaking of superlatives, I wasn't, but I am now. This is the 1995 Maximum Metal PSA 10, the first of the two Maximum Metals. This is the 95. It is die cut. Looks nothing like the 96 Maximum Metal. Literally looks nothing like it. But there are 2 years of Jordan Maximum Metal. This card did 3360 last night. I've got it pulled up in Card Ladder. There's the card right there. Just a beautiful card. It is a Pop 41. Here is the all-time chart. I would say up 3,200% is pretty good. Let's look at the last 2 years to be safe. That's up. There ain't there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That is a card that is up over the last 2 years, starting at 1945, selling last night at 3,360. Last night's sale was the second highest of the last 14 sales over the last 2 years, and you're talking about a card that's a Pop 41. Not the rarest insert in the world, but look at the gem rate. Does that not make you moist? 4.16%. Again, over 1,200, 1,300 have been graded. There's 41 PSA 10s, and that is why somebody dropped it on the table last night and popped out $3,360 for that Maximum Metal PSA 10. The Jordan PSA 9 86 Fleer sticker does 3360. Next, we've got a white box auto. I don't dig the white box, the black box. I'm not racist. I don't like white boxes or black boxes. I'm not going to touch that one. But this white box does 3,480. Just give me the real 101 is what I'm getting at. I don't want white box, black box, 101. Just give me the pack pulled 101s. But again, Opulence looks like gold standard. Is it? I don't know if they're the same thing. They're different. They look the same to me. Nobody really dug Opulence either, the best of my knowledge. Comment below if I'm wrong. I know they're rare and all that, but 3,480 for that NBA certified raw Luka Doncic. And then we've got Larry Legend right here. Bird, 1983 star, number 26. This is a PSA 9. That is a Pop 6. Short print, short shorts. Got it all. 3,480 for that one. I've got it pulled up. 3,480 is the third most ever paid for that Larry Bird card. Again, it is a Pop, what did we say, 3? Pop 6. Okay, so that card is a Pop 6, and it has sold 3 times in about the last 7 months, which is really weird. That's not going to do good things for your value, but as you can see, it's actually gone down from here, but way the hell up from the 2022 price. So interesting results there. That's a rare card and a cool card indeed. Stay tuned. We're going to see some more early star, high-grade cards, including an Isaiah PSA 10. Jordan, this is some kind of buyback, Ultimate Collection from 2003, Upper Deck Hard Court number 9. I think they take an Upper Deck Hard Court card, they put it into Ultimate Collection, and then it's a buyback, and Jordan hand serial numbered and autographed it, 3,600. I wonder if Jordan hand serial numbered that or somebody else did it for him. Let me get some more C4 real quick, guys. I need energy. I'm talking too slow, so I apologize. There, that's better. 2003 Top Prospects, Signs of Success, LeBron James, BGS 9.5, Gym Plus, autograph. That is not a serial numbered card, but it's worth $3,600 based on last night's sale, wearing his St. Vincent St. Mary's. And this is a PMG looking thingy. This is it's like a mixture of PMG with the Meltdown, right? The Skybox Premium Meltdown. 1999 Skybox Premium Club Vertical Kobe Bryant PSA 7. These were serial numbered to only 100. That is a great looking card. I am unfamiliar with this insert set because obviously it does not feature Jeff Jordan, but this one does 3,600 last night. Every single auction we see one. Triple PSA DNA. It's a 6 for the card. It's a 10 for the autograph. 3,600 for that Bird Magic rookie with Doc in the middle. The Rockstars MJ, I don't think I looked this up. This card did about what we expected, if I'm not mistaken, 3,720. This one looks a little green to me. It doesn't seem to pop. I don't know if it's the picture. It is a really old PSA label, which, whether you buy into new label versus old label and attaching a premium to the new labels or not, people do. So just like NBA stickers, just like PWCC stickers, you may not give a damn, but people out there do, and people who are bidding on the card is what dictates what cards sell for. And so if there's more demand for a new label, then the old label is going to sell for less. It's just the way it is, $3,720. And then we've got an extremely dull, non-colorful 97 Topps Chrome old label, PSA 10 Refractor. That card does $3,720 as well. Again, when you're looking at comps for 96 and 97 refractors, and other years refractors as well. I mean, this goes back to 2003, 98 for sure. If you have to look very closely at those comps. You have to click into every individual sale to see what the card looks like, because if Jordan looks like the Incredible Hulk, the number is going to be lower. If he looks like he's popping and it's beautiful black pinstripes and his arms are, you can see the sweat on his arms and it's vibrant and colorful, the number's going to be really high. And so you've got to really dig into those comps. He Who Shall Not Be Named from 1983 PSA 9 does 3,720. That's a pop 1. No 10s exist. So that is the best you can get for He Who Shall Not Be Named on this channel. 2003 Topps Chrome LeBron 111. Ever heard of it? This is the base LeBron. I've got it pulled up because I was just curious. There's your last 1 year. It's only sold 207 times in the last year, so about twice every 3 days. But this is a pop 2,293 card. Over the last year, it's down 36%. The death march continues. The reason I wanted to share this with you is because this sale last night of $3,840 right there is the second lowest of the last 207 sales. So I think we can pretty much answer the question no. And the question is, have we hit the bottom on the Chrome base? And the answer is no, we have not, because that's the second of the last 207 sales, the second worst. Jordan Metal Universe PSA 10, I think I got that one pulled up as well. Did I not pull it up? No, I think that one's right on the number. You know what? I should look that up because a lot of people want to know about this card. This is a base card, so it's not going to appear in the hierarchy. But if any base card could appear, it would be this one. And that's about right on the number. It says down 22% over the last 1 year, but you're starting with a big one right here at 49.20, and then you're finishing with one that's come down 2 in a row. So, if it'd been just a couple weeks ago, it would be right exactly even. So again, take these numbers in, take the data in, digest it, and do your best to make sense of it. Again, that's going to be a low gem rate. Yeah, 2.5% gem rate. There's 142 PSA 10s out there. I'm lucky to own a copy. Tim Duncan Flair Showcase Row 0, serial number to 250. Not the Legacy, but just the regular Row 0 is serial number to 250. I say regular, it's a parallel, I guess. I don't know how you want to call, I don't know what you want to call this card. But the Row Zeros from 1997 were serial number to 250. This Tim Duncan rookie does 3,840. I've got it pulled up. 3,840 is the second most ever paid for this card. So that's impressive. You're talking about a low pop card. People always talk about how Duncan's underappreciated. Well, somebody appreciated the hell out of him last night. The card sold for $3,840, second most all time. So good sale right there for Tim Duncan. We've got this card. This is the first card that I lost, and I wasn't close. The 1997, I own the Atomic Refractor in a PSA 10. I would have loved to have paired old PSA label, but really good looking color. I would have loved to have paired this with mine, but look what happened. It sold for, this is the 97 Bowman's Best card number 96. It's a really colorful card. 3,840 in PSA 10. I've got it pulled up. That just happens to be 3 times the highest ever paid for the card. And that happened in 2021 when you guys know we endured something called the hobby bubble. So if this is not evidence that something hellacious is going on with Jordan cards and PSA 10 slabs, I don't know what is. $12.75 was the highest ever paid, and that was double what was paid the year before that. And then yesterday, $3,840 the damn card sold for. I might be looking for that card for a long time because that is a huge number. 88 Fleer All-Star Michael Jordan, number 120. This one is not perfectly centered, and I think that's why. And it's an old PSA label. You can see left is much thicker than right on that white border. $3,840 for that one. I don't think I looked that one up. No, I didn't. The next card I look up, well, we got the Jokic rookie signature, serial number to 199. I've never seen this card, but he looks intimidating despite the fact he has no muscles in his entire body. $4,080 for that Jokic. That's a cool card right there. PSA 10. Star Power Supreme Jordan PSA 9 does about on the number. It's a really good looking PSA 9 copy because, as you guys know, I talk about it on the channel all the time. The issue with this Ultra Star Power Supreme is the top left foil and even this foil right here in the middle of the card. Now, the colors are different, so that's weird. It might just be the picture. This looks much lighter than this kind of star, trailing thing here. But usually you see a bunch of that blue foil peel off. This one looks actually really good for a PSA 9 copy. $4,080 for that one. A gold Kaboom Durant does $4,200. Who cares? It's serial number to 10. A Doncic Optic Shooting Autograph PSA 10 rookie card does $4,200. We've got a Dennis Rodman Classic. This is serial number to 61. This will be the first of the Rodman cards that you're going to see. This one does $4,200. This is a Pop 1. There are 3 graded higher. That is a monster card right there. Just an impressive number right there, $4,200 for that card. I didn't look it up, but that's got to be, if not the highest ever, damn near the highest ever. I can't look up all the Rodmans. Wait until you see. That's the smallest of the Dennis Rodman cards we're going to look at. That should give you some idea of how bananas last night was when somebody unloaded. And I'm assuming it was the same consignor. I don't know if that's true or not. Somebody comment below if you've got more details and we can shed some light on it. But somebody opted out of all of his Dennis Rodman just premium grails last night, but he did phenomenal. The second ass kicking I took last night was on this 1994 Finest Jordan Refractor. This is the least green of the ones that I've seen. I liked it. Thought I had a chance, but I got blown out of the water. This PSA 10 no coating last night did $4,440, which is right what the last one did, which is a little bit less than the one before that, but this is a card that's up 20% over the last 1 year. There's only 41 copies out there. It doesn't sell very often. It's only sold 5 times in the last year. So Cajun Cardboard took a whipping on that one. And then a 9.5, BGS 9.5 Gym Plus copy of the 1987 Fleer does $4,440 last night. We've got a Color Blast LeBron from 2020, 4560. We've got another Luka Doncic. This one is the same exact card. Let me make sure I'm not crazy here. Exactly the same card. This one's a PSA 10, no grade for the autograph down here. It does $4,200. They graded the autograph and gave it a $360 premium. Let me know what you think about that. Do you guys demand that the autograph be graded, or are you okay with just a PSA 10 with no grade at all for the autograph? There's a couple of different ways you can go with cards like the one you're looking at. Obviously, a 1010's almost always, barring some unforeseen circumstance, almost always going to outsell just a 110. And this one, and that's what happened last night, so no surprise there, 4560. And then the only card that I won last night, and I overpaid out of my ass for the card, or at least I felt like I did. I think I was willing to go even higher than this. This is the 98 Finest, number 81 Refractor Jordan, finishing around Aaron Williams, who was a beast of a human specimen. He was a monster. He's not skilled at all, but he was a hell of a rebounder and a defender. 98 Finest Refractor Jordan, number 81, 4560 for this card. I paid, shelled out in American dollars, and there it is right there. There's your card on your screen in a big view right there. I thought the color looked premium. This is a Pop 8 18. 26% gem rate surprised me, but you can look at this card. This damn thing's only been graded 69 times by PSA. That is not a lot. And I paid the most anybody has ever paid for the card? No, I don't think I did. I did not. So the card has once sold for $7,650, and it wasn't in Bubble City. It was in 2023. So here I am about a year later, 10 months later. I paid $4,560, which is the second highest price ever paid. So for once, I don't have that noose around my neck or that anchor around my neck saying, Cajun, you dumbass, you just set a record. I was happy to pick that card up. I was especially happy to pick it up when I lost out on the 94 finest refractor, so at least I got one of my cards. 83 worthy, PSA 10. PSA 10 for 1983 star. Come on, you got to be kidding. That's insane. The great Dale Ellis, who was most known for being a Seattle Supersonic, is played no defense either. Is trying, he's a three-point specialist when three-pointers didn't even really exist. Is trying to guard James Worthy. I can tell you right now, that's barbecue chicken. 45-60 for big game James and a PSA 10. Credentials Jordan BGS 6.5. These are miserable to grade. You guys know that. These are serial numbered to 499. A card that is featured prominently in the Cajun cardboard hierarchy. And a card that I don't own and I wish I did. $4,680 for a BGS 6.5. Yikes. A Jordan 84 star, number 195, the 84 gold medalist card. This is a PSA 7. It does 4,800. A net assets PSA 10. All right, let's get into some Jordan stuff. Net assets PSA 10, about right on the number. Nothing really to see here. That's the last year. It sold 6 times. It's only a pop 42. So nothing really spectacular there. An old label BGS 8 does 4,920. Electrifying PSA old label does 5,040. Is that good or bad? Here we go. That's actually a huge sale in comparison to the last sale. So up from 4,100 to 5,040. That's a huge jump. That's actually the highest out of the last, what is that, maybe 6 or 7 or 8 sales. So pretty big sale right there. Oddly enough, this card ran earlier into the fall, kind of like late 2023. This card ran from 4,440 to $7,000 to 7,100, all the way up to 7,700. This is not a low pop card. I mean, it's pop 82. That's really surprising to me that card ran up that high. I'm not sure what was going on there. I like this card around the $4,000 to $5,000 range because there's 82 copies out there. And look, as you can see from the graph, in the last 12 months, it's sold 23 times. That's twice a month. You can get your hands on this card if you really want the card. Now, is it amazing? Hell yeah, it's amazing. It's an incredible insert. It's just not the rarest card in the world. In fact, it's been graded almost 1,000 times between PSA and BGS. So again, great card, prominently featured in the Cajun cardboard hierarchy, of course. LeBron 2003 Upper Deck exclusives rookie BGS 9 does 5,160. A Giannis 2013 flawless rookie signatures, serial numbered to only 20, BGS 9. It's a good grade for that car. Those are tough to grade. Does 5,280. And then a really old typewriter label PSA Jordan PSA 10. Here we go again. 5,280 for that Natural Born Thrillers. Here it is. That's a pop 55, so a little bit more rare than the electrifying. It's actually, I think, been graded almost exactly the same number of times. This card actually goes way down. That was kind of a shocker. A couple of people on Instagram noticed that card was way down from the last sale. It's from 6,200 down to 5,280. You just don't see that very often with Jordan PSA 10s, at least not lately. That being said, over the last year, the card is still up from that $5,000 low. And we've got a Michael Jordan Wizards 2002 Ultimate Collection Signatures BGS 9.5. It looks like a Gem Plus Plus. That's a big card right there. Not serial numbered, but it does 5,400. And then a Kobe Millennium Men. This is serial numbered to only 100. This BGS 9.5 copy is a Pop 10, only one BGS 10 exists. That's a great looking card. It's cool how those little basketballs are in cages in the background. It's really neat. But this Millennium Men Kobe is an interesting card. Again, these are insert sets that I feign ignorance on because they don't feature Michael Jordan because he wasn't playing in '99. So I'm unfamiliar with them, and to see them is really cool and talk about them in these PWCC weekly auctions. 5,400 for that one. The Stadium Club private players private issue. I made a run at it. As you can see, this is one of the rare. Okay, I say I made a run at it. I got destroyed. It wasn't even remotely close. I was only going after this. I own this card in a BGS 9.5, which I think I picked up for a really cheap price. This PSA 10 went for $5,400 last night. That is only double the highest ever paid in the bubble year. Again, elegant, simple. It's got kind of like the gold portrait frame around. I mean, this card is just timeless. It's a beautiful card. It's also an extremely low pop card. Pop 33. Only 135 have been graded. The pack odds are tough. Check it out on the Cajun Cardboard hierarchy poster. If you've got one, flip it over on the back. Find the card on the front, flip it on the back. Look at the pack odds. This is a monster card to try to find. It has sold a grand total of what? That's the highest price ever paid, $5,400. It is double the highest price paid before that. So incredible results there. If we look at the, that's a PSA 9. Let me do this real quick. I want to see how many times a PSA 10 has sold. It's not going to be very many. So since 2021, it has sold 4 times. And the results have been 2,700, 2,000, 2,100, and then last night it exploded to 5,400. So I was looking to upgrade my 9.5 to a 10, but I ain't tripling it or doubling what I paid for the BGS 9. And that's where we're going to kill it, guys. So here's a sneak preview. That's where we're going to start the next episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Click on the next thumbnail. It should not be hard to find. We're going to call this part 1, and we're going to call the next one part 2. So bottom half, top half. Thank you guys for watching. As always, keep collecting. I'll see you on the next video. Stay positive in the hobby, and peace.